see me connect things. Like I got the positive line in and I'm putting the negative on there and I'm like, boom, and the wrench goes flying through the wall. I mean, I want to make sure that I'm okay.
And then all of a sudden Scott speaks Spanish.
Yeah. Yes. Por favor.
The Scott and Allie Not for Air podcast. The rules are gone. The shirt is untucked. Here's Scott and Allie.
Hey, Allie Payne.
Hey, Scott Free. We both wear black.
Oh, no, mine's sort of a maroon.
No, Scott.
Let me get closer. Excuse me. Isn't this more of a maroon?
Scott?
I look like a prison guard.
Scott, that can't be any more charcoal black. No, you're...
You know what's charcoal black?
I hate you. I hate you so much. Who told you that was maroon?
Me.
No. You know what you need to start doing for anybody who doesn't know? For anybody who doesn't know, Scott is colorblind. I think you need to start having.
I'm partly colorblind, not totally. Although that didn't sell anything.
I was going to say, I question that, and
that didn't sell a thing.
I think you need to start having Tiffany lay out your clothes.
Oh God!
Do you think that she could dress you?
One more thing she can tell me that I can't do right.
Do you think that you could trust her dressing you?
Yes, absolutely.
Doing that for guys
is 7 outfits. How hard is it to choose from?
Exactly. So here's the difference is you could easily have Tiffany do it because it's button down shirt and khakis
or this pullover
or pullover jeans. Are you wearing jeans or khakis?
No,
today?
I'm wearing my well, they're kind
your
of
joggers.
They're more than a jogger, but they're not like an official pants. Like when I say official pants, like a fancy pants.
Hey, fancy pants. But the difference with women, though, is...
I couldn't.
You don't know if I feel like wearing that. Like this shirt that I'm wearing today.
Like covering my dong.
And that is a great concern. That is, I'm so glad that you're worried.
When you say great, I'm glad you said great. What?
Okay.
Sorry, carry on.
But I have to be in a mood for something. Like yesterday, actually I'll use this shirt today. The shirt, I was in the mood to wear it today. I almost wore it yesterday, but I wasn't in the mood for it because it's a button up. And I just have to be in a mood for clothes.
Yep, guys do not pick ladies' clothes. I mean, and if that's the case, then I don't know what sort of relationship you have that your husband's not telling you that he's gay.
I could, well, not even that. Like, even if he just handles me with the utmost care, I couldn't be like, Zach, will you pick out my outfit for tomorrow?
I mean, you could try one day.
I could easily.
Now I kind of want to see him do it.
I wonder what he would pick because he does say.
Okay, listen. We know we record the podcasts on Thursday.
Yes.
Next Thursday.
Yes.
Well, it might be Wednesday night because you see him usually in the evening for a little bit, and then I don't know if he's actually made it to sleepover material yet. During the week, I know
he sleeps over on the weekends.
Yeah, but during the week, I mean, we're up early.
No, you want to know what's so funny?
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
I say next Wednesday night, he picks out the outfit you have to wear for the podcast.
Okay. Hold on. We have a shared note.
You're going to have to write this down. We'll never remember next Thursday.
That's exactly. So we have a shared note, so we remember to tell each other things. And hold on a second. Picking my outfit for next Wednesday.
Thursday. Oh, Wednesday picking for Thursday.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. He's going to be like, what the heck? I wonder what he's going to pick because I have 3 different closets.
Oh my God.
It's not that he dresses fine, but he kind of dresses like you. Like it's the same basic thing all the time. It's like khakis and
then when I go to
jeans.
summer, I've got your choice of this color T-shirt, which is either black or gray, maybe an occasional blue.
Yep.
And that's kind of it. We go from more of a long sleeve pullover or a button down of some kind, like a casual one, to T-shirts.
His are like gray or a brewery T-shirt. Like there you go. That's the extent of his closet. But he does say, because on the weekends, of course I dress up if we're going to a certain event or doing something, and he does say, oh, I like how you dress. He likes like the crazy outfits that I wear sometimes. Or when
this is gonna be great.
I know. I'm wondering what he's gonna pick.
You, no matter what it is, have to wear it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. We got a deal.
What if it's lingerie and my nipples are out? No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean,
no.
But I distracted you off something because I wanted to make sure we had this properly marked in the calendar. Do you remember what you were going to say when we were talking about guys picking out clothes, or did we cover that?
Oh, well, just like whenever even when you're traveling, how I've been in relationships in the past a long time ago that somebody was like, oh, you didn't pack my clothes for me? I'm like, no, I don't know what you want to wear. I thought that was so weird because I would never want any significant other to pack for me. So when he asked me to pack, but my mom packs for my dad, I'm like, how do you know?
But what is your dad's doing this? That's an easy pack. You can pack for us. If we're going to the beach, one or two of I probably only have 2 swimsuits if I'm a guy. Mm-hmm. So pack them both. Pack, we're going to a warm climate. I'm a t-shirt and shorts. This is easy.
Yeah, but okay, for my dad, it's easy too because my dad only owns 2 things. Ohio sports of some kind, like Browns, Guardians, or Beatles t-shirts.
There you go.
So packing for my dad is, yes, very easy. It's Beatles t-shirt, Browns.
Yeah.
Beatles t-shirt, Guardians.
And
Beatles
his, his swimsuit. There you go.
Right.
That's good. Off to Myrtle Beach you go.
But I would never trust somebody to pack for me on vacation. Like, you don't know, because you don't know what you don't know, Scott, is that those shorts chafe the inside of my thighs. So if we're walking in Chicago for 19 hours.
Oh, I don't need you bitching me out because I packed the wrong shorts.
That's right.
And I just didn't know.
That's right.
Because it's not like you're announcing, unless you're standing in the closet picking something together and I go, hey, what about that? Well, it'd be weird if I was getting dressed in your closet with you. But but if it was Zach and he goes, well, what about those shorts? Because you're hemming and hawing. Then that's the opportune time to go, oh, those are kind of chafy. If you are not in that situation, you don't know anything about the specific outfit. And in true female style, you can't throw it out on a regular basis. The chafy underwear should have been gone a week into you realizing they're chafy. Why the hell are they still hanging around?
I don't know. And I still even have this shirt. I'm not in love with it, but I keep it around because, well, I'll tell you what. I saw a similar outfit
on It's a nice looking shirt.
It is. And I saw an episode of Madison that Michelle Pfeiffer, it was that Taylor Sheridan show. And Michelle Pfeiffer's...
Isn't every show a Taylor Sheridan show now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer's daughter on the show was wearing an outfit and I was like, ooh, I want to replicate that, which is why I thought, oh, I actually have a shirt that's similar to that. So that's what I was doing. But I feel like I've been pulling on the shirt the whole time. I'm just not a button-up shirt kind of person very much. So anyway.
Well,
Well,
I have an update. Some things there.
I have an update on something from the last podcast. I do want to shout out to, was it Parm M on TikTok?
Yes.
Saying that this is the highlight of their week is our podcast.
Man, you have a dull life.
Thank you. Scott. God,
I'm kidding.
God, Scott.
A little self-deprecation.
Yeah, I know. Man. Lots. So I wanted to give an update on something. So on the last podcast, I talked about getting unclaimed mail from the local influencer Juliette Fines.
Yes, and she does this. She goes around town and gets people to open. Here, I got this, package. Open it up. Whatever's in it is yours. And she doesn't necessarily know what's in it all the time.
Never. Never. The only reason that she knew or had an idea what mine was because it had a certain feeling. And if you missed last week's podcast, I'll just tell you what it was. It was a vibrating butt plug is what I got. And I was so freaking stoked. So then she ended up releasing another video.
Have you tried it yet?
No.
Oh.
Don't ask me any questions.
Well, you were that excited. I thought you'd be proud to be like, oh.
I just was I don't know why.
The day I got home.
I just was so excited about it. And I'm just glad I didn't get a piece of clothing that doesn't fit or something.
Well, if nothing else, it's a conversation piece.
That's right. And I think that's why I love it so much. Because
you know what you could do with the vibrating butt plug? Does it have a hoop on the end so you can grab it and... This is very...
no, it's it's almost like 2 black handles on the sides.
Well, use it as a honey dipper. So just put it in a honey jar. Put it in a honey jar.
I love that idea.
Put it on the counter.
Because then I put it in my tea and I turn the button on. And it's
and just leave it there. And all your girlfriends are going to get the joke.
Yeah.
Do you think Zach will?
Oh God, yeah.
You think? Yeah, well, all right.
Although he's,
now we know what he's into.
I can't talk about this too much. He's he's private about that stuff, which
us guys a lot of times are. We get a bad rap. We, a lot of guys are. A lot of people think that guys are the kiss and tell. No, there's a lot more privacy that's there than not. I mean, you might have one buddy that you can really open up the naughty stuff to. Yeah. But you know what it is for guys? It's more of the jokey wokey. I just said jokey wokey.
Jokey wokey.
Stop it. I just
yes.
It's more the joking around like, oh yeah, I really like to knock the bottom out of her. That's what it is. You never get into details with the guys.
You know what,
your
though?
fellow guys.
I think that it's in your 20s too, because, and we have talked about this a little bit before, is as the older I get, there's only one or two girlfriends that we get real into the weeds on what you're actually doing in the bedroom.
But you get into the weeds, whereas guys really don't. But you know what we might do? Here's another thing we might do.
What?
Oh, I can make this real bad, or I can just we can talk about the past relationships, not the current one.
Yes.
You could talk about the past ones and, say you have a nickname for somebody like, I don't know.
Stinky Puss?
Bingo. You
were thinking it, weren't you?
I sure was. Wasn't in a relationship like that. But that's what you can literally.
Why did I just say no? I don't know.
Support, Allie. It's support. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You can literally go, I could tell Terry. I could be like, oh, man. I mean, it was like being on a fishing trawler, whatever
trawler?
The case may be.
What's a trawler?
A boat, a big boat, like a fishing boat, and that's the only smell you smell. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell those sorts of things. You do not get in the weeds about the current if you're a guy. Like I said, you might have one close friend that you kind of half joke with and be like, whoa, 6 times last night. I fell asleep on her. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's true. Even like Danielle and TJ, our coworker and friend, like I have no clue what goes on behind their closed doors.
And I'm fine with that.
Me too, because I work with them, know them too well, and I think Danielle just knows like not a great idea to bring that into the fold.
And it's just it's not necessary. Yeah.
Well, so this Juliet Fines ends up creating another highlight video of Unclaimed Mail, and I showed up in it. So the caption on the video is because she had asked somebody at the event about if what was her age before she opened up said unclaimed mail, because Juliet had an idea of what it might be, the vibrating butt plug. And she says, I'm happy I asked before she opened it. That's a wrap. And then she had, tagged us and yada, yada, yada. So one of her followers, here's my update, says, if it's inappropriate, you shouldn't bring it. Okay. So I replied to this woman.
Because she doesn't understand how unclaimed mail works?
Well, that, and also I think she thought, well, Juliet, if you think it's inappropriate, then you shouldn't be giving it out, right?
Right. If you think, okay.
Right. All right. So I responded to said person who they could live here, they could live in Texas, I don't know where they live, and I said, I got the inappropriate one, and believe me, I'm glad she brought it. And then Juliet responds, if I didn't bring inappropriate things, then I would have to stay home too, which I thought was really cutesy and funny, right? And then
and part of it, you can use the excuse. It's unclaimed mail. We don't exactly know what's in these.
You don't. Most of the time they're flat. It's soft. You might be able to feel a phone charger or something like that.
I doubt she's running up to someone under the age of 18 going, hey, want to open something? I mean, I'm sure she has criteria.
And the girl that she asked looked old enough. Like some people just look older,
Yeah.
So then I put hashtag booty babes, and the person who said that she shouldn't bring the inappropriate stuff just wrote, ew.
But here's the thing.
Suck the fun right out of it.
Well, yes. When it comes to, oh God, this almost is something that started to rear its ugly head. We went through a phase many years ago. I'm saying we collectively as a society. And the society
the cancel culture society.
It was a fun-sucking society. You didn't know what was safe to laugh at. You didn't know what was safe to have fun with and just go, this is not serious hardcore life here. We're just having a good time. It almost attempted to rear its ugly head in a message that Allie got recently, which, by the way, I want to point out, the person that was making a attempted complaint at a free prize they won got got seriously put in their place, not by you. You did a beautiful professional response, but the rest of social media was like, who the F do you think you are and what do you think? I mean, it was beautiful.
You know what's so funny about that? We had just recently talked about, I think in this podcast about, yes, it was when we were talking about Bunny XO.
Yeah.
And paying for comments. So that was the very last podcast. And one of the things that had come up that I had said was hate breeds hate, love breeds love. And after we had got this huge diatribe of a complaint on social, there were a couple people. They started to throw out the hate.
Yeah.
Well, then all of a sudden, I put I felt like an appropriate response to this.
Very professional, I have to say.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And what ended up happening was my response ended up getting over, 100 reactions of people going, yeah. Allie, you're right. You're right.
But you are correct in that. Negativity breeds negativity. But then on top of that, too, is I do kind of understand the person that said ew. Not everybody's into everything. You know?
I know.
But that's okay. However.
But it's just in good fun.
Right. And that's where it gets
lost. It's going to be used for honey.
See, there you go. I'm telling you, you got to do this. You got to get one of those big old, like, Winnie the Pooh honey pots.
What I'm going to do is.
And just drop it in.
So the next time.
And if it's got the bars, it'll sit perfectly on top. You can just go bloop, you know.
The next time my girlfriends come over for brunch.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to do it and I'm going to secretly record it. So then when they go to pick it up, they're going to be like, what
this is the way to do it.
Because I have a friend who's coming in town this weekend, but it's a guy. Yeah. And I think if he picked it up, he'd be like, what?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The girls will all get it.
Oh, well, we would laugh. We would laugh.
It's the old expression, know your audience, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And, if he picked it up and he laughed, but I don't think it would be like the gut belly laugh that I want my girls to do.
Your girls are going to give you that.
Yeah.
Your mom's not, but your girls are.
Oh, my God. Even if my mom did, I don't want to see it.
Oh, I don't even want to know if your mom's laughing at it. That means far worse things in my mind's eye.
Yes.
And she's not even my mother, and I want to poke up.
But she's the show mom.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay. She doesn't need to mother you, but she, I'm sure, wants to.
So, you think? So, listen.
You and everyone else, Scott.
You want to go to how cheap I am? And then
God, yes.
Then I have an admission for you.
Yes.
So this right here is a gift certificate to Wegmans. Now, this is why.
Does it say $25?
Yes. And now hold on to that $25 thought for a minute. So last night we were cleaning out cupboards. We had to look for dog medical records. Shit, I have to take Ginger to the vet in 4 hours.
Oh.
Anyway.
She okay?
So
Is she okay?
Oh, yeah. No, it's just a checkup she had some itchies, and now the itchies are gone, and you know how it is. You go back and, well, anywee. So we were going through stacks of old stuff because doesn't everybody have the cupboard or the drawer? It catches it all.
Yes.
So Tiffany hands me this. She goes, and you could see her going, okay. And she goes, well, if you can make it to Wegmans tomorrow.
Of course you can. And if you can't, I can.
And it says offer expires April 30th, 2026. That's today. And
this is so exciting.
It's $25. I am like stressed out that I've got to get things done to get to Wegmans to go get, are you ready for this?
What?
To go get $25 of any combination of turkey, ham, fruits, and vegetables.
Dude, how did you get that?
She got it through work. It was something they gave her. Now, hold on. They gave it to her around Thanksgiving. I'm telling you, this was given to her before Thanksgiving to aid in folks, meal prep for the holiday.
That's a sweet gift.
We are weeks in front of Memorial Day. And now I'm like, I got to get to the store.
Why did you guys wait? Why did you sit on that?
I just told you it was lost in the cupboard of the catch-all.
Very, very, very few times does a gift card ever get lost with me. The only thing is, oh my God, this is such an annoying situation. I have there's an Italian restaurant around here for anybody who is listening out of the listening area. A Tonino's gift card that I received. I think it was one of those things where I did something here at the station. I think I used my own money and they were like, well, we'll pay you back with the Tonino's gift card.
It's a great restaurant.
I do that sometimes. Like I'll pay for things. Like I have an editing app. So in lieu of that, they pay me in gift cards here and there.
If it's Tonino's, that's worth it.
Right. Well, one time I went with somebody and let's say the gift card was $50 and the bill came to like $48 8.10.
Yes.
And I said add a cannoli, and they didn't. So now I have this like couple, not even $2 left on a Tonino's gift card that I'm like, I've got to use this. Other than that, when I get a gift card, I use it right away.
Well,
it burns a hole in my pocket.
It got moved and then moved again, then moved into the catch-all.
So why does this make you cheap, though?
Well, because I'm literally rushing out of here before I have to go get the kids from school to go get fruits and vegetables.
So I really need to
ham.
actually add like 10 things to your plate, Scott. You won't be able to make it to the grocery store, so you can just hand it over to me.
Oh, you'd like it.
Yeah.
I see how that goes. All right. Well, now that takes me to my next thing.
What?
It's Murphy's Law. I swear to God. And I'm comfortable talking about this now because hopefully said transaction will be completed and everything will go fine after or before this airs.
Are you sure?
I don't know. But I'm hoping. I said keyword hoping.
Can we use this in court?
The transaction would fall apart if this does not work.
Okay.
So we talked to a listener a week ago Friday on the show, and you were talking how you are in your Facebook Marketplace selling phase.
Oh, I'm meeting somebody today at 4.
Oh my God, I'm meeting somebody tomorrow at 3. And so,
this era is going to be short-lived because honestly, it's kind of an inconvenience because I was like, shoot, I have somebody coming in town and I still have to fix a toilet, clean my house, and put together my Kentucky.
You got to go too. The anxiety is hitting me now.
Yes, and the Kentucky Derby outfit that I have to put together.
Now you got to go spend $25 at Wegmans on top of that before the business day ends.
Yes, and I have to grocery shop for my guest.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
so we had a lovely listener call because I had. Pardon me. A lovely listener call. Get it out. So I said, well, I got to sell a riding mower. It's impractical for my property. But
when you bought it, I was like, what is he doing?
I know everybody did. Shut up. It was a flex. Okay. It was a flex. But now I'm sitting here going, I can only mow 2/3 of my lawn with a riding mower. I am partly on a hill. I can't do it there.
Then I can just use some scissors for the other 3 blades of grass.
Thanks, that too, you know?
Do you mow with like a sleeveless t-shirt on too?
No.
I could see that.
No, maybe I have once or twice, but no, I burn too easy. You know, that was the one nice thing. I thought to myself, I'll have a riding mower. It'll take me 8 minutes to mow my entire lawn, as opposed to the 12 minutes it would take with a push mower. So,
I've got an electric mower for you.
So and that's just it. So, if you remember when we were talking about this, I said I need to sell my riding mower, and I said $700. No delivery, and I'm not doing a Facebook Marketplace. Well, I showed up with $550. Will you take that? I said, nope, it's $700, and you can pick it up and you can take it. Then you guys all made fun of me about, well, can't you deliver it? And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Ride it down Water Street? Remember this?
That would be awesome.
That would be. Till I got stopped, and then I have to sit there and explain to one of the West Elmira cops that I know what I'm doing, and I'd be like, it's for the show. But anyway, that line. So at any rate, I figured, well, I better go start her up and back her up into the driveway. This was back when it was warm over the weekend, and I wasn't even going to mow the lawn. I was just like, I'm going to back it up. You know what? Maybe when it's out, I'll hose it off, make it look real nice. Not that it's that dirty, but it just has been in a garage all winter, right?
Right.
So
I'm like, the dust off, you know?
So I had the key in there. Now, we had the appointment for her to come today at near 3:00.
Okay.
So I go to start it.
Oh no.
I'm like, oh shoot. So, of course, I do what everybody does. I immediately make sure there's gas in it. Yep, there was gas in it. I do have a battery charger at my house. So I hooked that up to it. And it wanted to give me a little bit more of a but it was not turning over. So what do? Scott gets a hold of his buddy Terry. Terry's a mechanic, and he's been one for years and years. And I'm like, here's my situation, right? And he goes, well, for what it's worth, I just had to change my battery in my riding mower. This past winter we had, being so cold, it killed it. It was dead. There was no, because you don't.
How much does that cost, by the way?
He claims like $35. We'll see.
That's good.
We'll see.
Okay.
So, but as you know, I'm not the most mechanically inclined person.
I know.
So I go to him, I go, okay, Terry, well, listen, I put the charger on it and it was giving me this kind of grindy sound, but it wanted to turn over at one point, then grindy. He goes, well, what you got to do is it sounds like you got to smack the starter. And I'm like, smack the starter? And he goes, yeah.
That's what I say too.
It could have froze a bit up, could have seized up a little bit during the winter. I'm like, oh my God, this is not what I want to hear. And I go, what do you got to do? He goes, well, while you're turning the key, you got to give it a whack with a hammer. And I'm like, what? So
this is fun.
I'm still thinking that it's the battery. I'm actually going to stop at the appliance repair or the appliance place up around the corner here. And I'm going to say, hey, do you have a battery for a 700 series John Deere riding mower? Go home and switch it out. I think it's the battery because here I am sending pictures yesterday of the engine to Terry going, okay, where's the starter you want me to whack with the hammer as I'm doing this? And it's not something I do that often. So I figure.
Or ever.
It's gotta be. Just fingers crossed for me that it's the battery, which I really think that it is.
Good vibes for you.
Yeah, good vibes because one, I don't want to screw over both a listener and an interested party. I've already had to move the appointment. She can't come today because I have to take Ginger to the vet. I actually had to text her and say, can we move this to Friday because I'm a slack ass and haven't gone to get the battery yet. But by the way, my dog has to go to the vet.
And also, if the battery thing doesn't work, then you just text her and say, you know what, I was doing my due diligence and I don't know why it's not starting. So then you just have to be honest and then the transaction doesn't happen.
Or do I say, can I have just a touch more time? My buddy's a mechanic. We're going to make sure that everything's working right.
Yes, but then
if you're still interested.
Right. At that point, she might go, never mind.
Yeah. And I don't think, see, here's the thing. It's not like I didn't have oil in it. I checked the oil. It's not like I didn't have gas. It's not like it didn't run fine last year. It absolutely did.
Okay, so you did all the preliminary things.
Yeah,
that's great.
So I'm just fingers crossed. But of course, the timing.
You know what I love about Terry is that, and this is another thing that we've talked about on the show and on the podcast, is how the younger generation, them knowing how to do things and not do things. So I've been really relying heavily on going on YouTube and TikTok to fix a couple house things. I love that you have like a good reputable source that isn't a video.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's because I was actually, one of the messages, he goes, see that black circular thing there on the left side of the engine? Because I sent him 3 pictures from the right, 3 pictures from the left. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's what you got to whack if the battery thing doesn't work. And I go, oh, I thought that was the oil filter. So thank God I got a Terry because I don't want to whack the oil filter. I want to whack the starter.
Yes.
Actually, I don't even want to whack the starter, which, by the way, that'd be a fun line to use with somebody. Hey, I want to whack the starter. But I don't even want to go there. Like, I want to unscrew the battery, drop a new one in. I did admittedly ask him, I go, do I need anything special to not electrocute myself when I'm doing the battery switch out? Because that would be a lot of fun. Can you see me connecting? It's like I got the positive line in and I'm putting the negative on there and I'm like, boom, and the wrench goes flying through the wall. I mean, I want to make sure that I'm okay.
And then all of a sudden Scott speaks Spanish.
Yeah. Yes. Por favor.
Don't you feel so good when you do something, even like changing the battery, though?
Oh, God, yeah.
I
haven't done it in so long. I forgot. It literally has been since my dad was alive, I think, since I changed a battery in a car.
I do, too. And that's where, like, you know how there's that honey-do list? And sometimes I think to myself, like, why do you guys hate the honey-do list? Because whenever I do something like this, I feel so good about it. For instance,
guys don't like being told what to do. Number one, you should know this.
But if I give you a nice little list,
it is telling us what to do nicely. But here's the thing. Why do women, the bigger question is, why do women get so unimpressed when I come in and babe, that entire their honey-do list is 100% done. I go through the list and you're like, okay, good. That's what you were supposed to do. I want that praise, but you don't give a shit.
That's a whole other story. That's tough because number one, yes, I should thank you. I should thank you.
Yeah.
Because I think that that's something that's lost in relationships. But at the same time, when you have ignored a list for quite some time or you're not on the same page, I'm very task oriented. And so when things haven't gotten done and then you do it, I have unfortunately harbored some resentment. And so me saying thank you is I like have to pull my teeth apart to get the words out of my mouth.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Well,
but the thing is, though, I was going to tell you, I feel so good about it. So, with my whole toilet thing that I've been working on, I fixed the flap, or I replaced the flapper. Okay, that didn't work. Put the silicone in the tank. Actually, Zach put the silicone in the tank, and didn't quite work. So then his friend came over, and he has a lot more experience, and he told us what was going on. So I said, okay, I knew it was going to be that or that. I knew I had to. You're going through trial and error, right? And so then his friend was like, if you have any issues, like Zach, you can call me. And I was like, first of all, let's be real. Who do you think is going to replace that valve? It's going to be me. And part of it is I'm sure Zach is quite capable, but it makes me feel good to do that.
Well, and it should. And I think we actually just covered a couple very interesting things. You expressed why, even though a guy, if it's a honey-do list or, whatever the case may be, we are seeking that praise really more so that it's done. And that's we want it to be a shared, moment of, well, everything's done there on that list. We got everything ready to rock and roll, and you like that engagement, and you explain the resentment. Now, back to the front end of it, where you were saying, well, even if I ask nicely, and like I explained to you, unfortunately, it really feels like we're being told what to do. Now,
and I hate being told what to do.
Yeah, it's not that your intentions are to be bossy. Well, maybe they are, but your intentions are.
I like things. I like things pretty shared down the middle.
Yeah, you're persistent, and wait, what?
To use my boyfriend's words against me.
Somewhere
Okay, great.
that audio lives. But the thing about it is, I think for a lot of guys, and I'm not saying us guys don't need a little organizational help. Please don't get me wrong.
Nudge.
But I think that for a lot of guys, when it becomes listy like that, it becomes
overwhelming.
It becomes a chore that we're being forced to do.
But don't you feel good about it at the end?
Yeah, but you don't, so it ruins it for me.
Oh my God! How much do I have to stroke this just for you to feel good about this?
Oh my!
I mean.
Why don't you do all the projects and just feel proud about it, and then don't bring your joy to me about how fucking happy you are that a ball cock got switched out in your toilet? As long as it flushes, it works for me.
I saw a TikTok video about this the other day. I've always been somebody, which is very unfortunate, and I'm going to admit something that I don't like to admit.
Did you just have a therapy session recently or something? This is real deep.
No, I didn't. No, right. I probably should though. That's like 1,000% true. So I saw this TikTok.
Yeah, you better take all the abuse I give you into her and try to get that taken off.
That's funny. Like, you don't come up in my therapy sessions.
I'm doing something wrong.
Maybe at one point you did for like a minute.
Yeah.
But I hate to tell you. It's a very rare thing, and I'm sorry to tell you.
No, that's a nice thing, because rarely did you come up in my therapy sessions, except for the fact that, this is actually part of my escape.
Yeah.
Sometimes. And that's a positive.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's an escape from, this is how you enjoy doing what you do, and you have a passion for what you do.
For the most part.
You feel that even though other things in your world might be going haywire, there's something that makes you feel good.
Yes. Okay. So, oh my gosh, I have two things. Hopefully I don't cry about this, because I
don't know that I can do tears at the end of the podcast.
I know. I don't want to do it.
I have to get a lawnmower battery.
I don't want to do it.
I've got 4 hours to spend $25.
Okay, then I'll make it quick.
Okay.
So the first thing is that I hate to admit it, but I've always been somebody to tally the things in a relationship. And then when I watched,
you mean like keeping score?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. And I watched this TikTok video that said basically, like, when you the opposite sex, and I'm going to use you, like, say, Scott, you and I are in a relationship, when you bring it, that is actually when she stops keeping score, when she feels like she's being supported. And I was like, oh, yes. Okay, that's great. Because I am feeling that in my current relationship. I feel like he's definitely being like super supportive, and I don't feel the need to keep score. I find myself doing it a little bit, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. And I think that's just a habit that I've got to break. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I think what's interesting, you were talking about how this is our escape. I've been feeling some anxiety lately. Okay, don't cry. And so oh my God, I'm totally crying. And so I'm
I have to buy a riding mower battery.
And so I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel at ease in this room.
Yes, that's very true.
I'm sorry for crying, but I'm
no,
like,
I get this totally. I mean, listen, I am not trying to one up your emotions.
oh, but you're gonna.
I'm
just
going to
kidding.
use this. Look, you're the queen of analogies. I'll do one for you.
I love an analogy.
There was a period of time not terribly long ago within the past 5-year span that my world upended itself in a way that was both unexpected. Well, maybe some people expected eventually it would happen, but it was not what I was prepared for. And it drastically changed my entire structure of the way I had to deal with things. And, every emotion that comes along with that, letdown, anger, frustration, all of that was mixed into it, anxiety to the max, you know.
It's like an elephant sitting on your chest.
But being able to do this specifically was that escape. And I know, and Tiffany even said, now mind you, Tiffany came along shortly after the peak of Mount Everest, after we went over that in my situation. And she goes, I knew something wasn't right with you, and I knew I needed to step in to see what I could do. And I thought that was very gracious of her. I mean, that is how many people are built like that, where they're like, I knew something was off. I knew it wasn't right. But, and maybe even though I tried to hide it as much as I could, but the reality is I'm sure some of it came through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, how can it not?
Right.
Especially because yours was a lot.
But I still felt better doing the stuff we do as the Scott and Allie show.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, and I wonder if this is the same for you and Tiffany, is that, and I've noticed that I might, do the show. The show is 4 hours.
Whew, that moves quick.
It does. And I never feel anxiety during the show. I'm at ease.
Yes.
Everything is great.
Yep.
And then it might be after the show, it might be after work or whatever. And I just have a lot of anxiety. And then like my boyfriend walks through the door and it goes away.
You're finding a safe place. That's good.
Oh my gosh, such a safe place. And you had mentioned, was this on the show or was this on the podcast about him spending the night?
Oh, here, a minute ago, I had mentioned, I said, is he allowed sleepovers during the week?
So not usually, because like I wake up really early.
It's a weird schedule.
And I'm kind of like a bull in the china shop in the mornings. And
pots and pans,
and he hates being woken up. But I did just because like my anxiety has been like through the roof. I was like, hey, what about spending the night tonight? Like, is that in the cards? Because I just like feel like I feel like I need that from him.
Sure.
And that's just one of those things. I'm like, yeah, so that's it. That's my thing. It's like,
listen, I get it. I
don't know how we got here that I'm all of a sudden went from like laughing to crying. I'm not sure, but like that's just that's life.
There.
That's life. That's there. Yeah.
I mean, for what it's worth, I still got to go buy that lawnmower.
But I can't remember how. Because it was about keeping. Was it about keeping score?
There was that keeping score factor.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope I can shake that because it's really a bad habit.
I'm trying.
I don't keep score. I don't keep score with you at work.
No, because we already just know you do more than me.
Oh, no, I would say, yeah, I guess I don't keep score the same because like other people in this building, they just do different things.
Yeah, I was going to say,
so
our worlds are combined but slightly separated.
Exactly. So I can never really keep score with other departments.
Yeah.
And I try not to keep score with other people.
Can I ask you a weird question? And then really we got to go.
I know. Scott has to get to Wegmans.
So I do. And I guess now the battery for the mower is just off the table till tomorrow, which I hope I can get it all done in one day.
Oh, did you want me to take that Wegmans gift card then?
Would you at least grab me a cucumber?
I'm just kidding.
So let me ask this.
You picked the most phallic thing, by the way.
I don't know why. I mean, a lot of stuff in the produce section.
You could have said cereal and you picked. Can I grab you a cucumber?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Along with my vibrating butt plug, a honey dipper.
This gift card is for turkey, ham, fruits, and vegetables. Cereal is not that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But the cucumber is.
How about a banana?
Also rather phallic.
All right, which I don't like.
Give me 2 onions with that, will you?
Yeah.
Let's really make this thing right. Let me ask this seriously.
Yeah.
The keeping score thing.
Yeah.
So you have said over the years, You are envious of your parents' relationship in the sense that they are disgustingly in love with each other. Oh. It's funny how you can use such a derogatory word along with such a wonderful thing, but they are. They are
so cute.
There are couples that would never, even no matter how hard they strive, be able to reach this level of, your dad being so deeply in love with your mom and your mom tolerating it.
It's almost unattainable, but it's something I want so bad because I grew up with it.
Is that where the keeping score might slightly stem from? You know what they had. It's not... I'm not saying you're envious of your parents, but you're envious of a situation that they have, a condition, a condition that they have. So, but remember... Every single human being's different.
Yes.
Some people are going to bring different things to the
table. And
table.
remember, from the last podcast, I'm not like my mother.
No, I not yet. I mean, you
remember
got,
we said that I was
1 foot in the Gale bucket. Don't kid yourself.
I know. Remember in the last podcast we said that I'm so much like my mother.
I mean, you're not 100% there yet, but there's
right Galeisms.
There's a few.
They creep in and out.
We all do it. I get my personality from my mother. I mean, it's just essentially. I'm the male version of Betty. So,
precious.
Yeah. Well, she might have been a little less dirty. But all that being said, I'm wondering if some of it just stems from you've put your parents in your mind. Mm-hmm. You've put your parents on a pedestal.
Yes.
Their relationship.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's not attainable. What I am saying is every relationship, no matter what, is going to be slightly different.
Yep.
Maybe if there's a way to kind of accept that and go, it's not going to be exactly the same, but the joys that I get are what's important. Maybe that would help you knock away the point system a little bit more.
Oh, well, I don't.
Wow.
Well, because they have a really weird relationship, too, that I couldn't do. My mom does the majority of the work. And I'm like, why? I think my dad's amazing.
Yes.
So there must be something. Oh God, don't even allude to anything gross, please. Or sexual is what I mean. Because my mom does so much of the work. I'm like, I would never be in a relationship like that. Well, my dad does things now, but growing up, he didn't. He did not do. My mom does everything. She literally.
But your mom's also the one.
She enjoys it.
So your dad and your mom both had a mix of physical yet busy jobs. Your mom may be a little bit more physical because literally she would dig ditches for the gas company. Your dad, what I mean by physical is he had to walk a lot of plants for Ford.
Oh, yeah.
He had to go. He was traveling. He was
actually
all over
a lot
the
of
place.
mental work was
and that
happening.
as well. And I'm not saying your mom didn't have that. I think she did too. Your mom has been to my house and has done a safety gas check for me. And I mean, you just know, like she knows her shit.
Yes,
okay?
she does.
Now, that all being said, is your mom also is the type of person, and you do get a bit of this from her. You want it done right now.
Yes.
And if that requires you to pick up the lawnmower and go do it at this point before your father gets home, it might be perceived that your mom does everything. Not necessarily the case. It's just the pacing and the timing didn't work out for your dad to get mixed into mowing that lawn the way your mom just did on Friday afternoon instead of waiting till Saturday afternoon when your dad could do it. Does this make some sense?
Yes, but I also think that what the real answer is that she really enjoys it. And she would even say, like, she dug a pond in their backyard and did all the work. Wow. But my dad sat there and kept her company. And she's like, that's all I wanted.
That's what it is.
I just wanted it. So he was filling her heart.
Yes.
And her, like, the quality time that she wanted. And she does the physical work. So that is what worked for them.
Sure.
That wouldn't work for me.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it sometimes that way, because in this relationship I'm in now, I didn't always love cooking, but now my kitchen setup, I will cook, and he sits there and he talks to me, and we share it together.
Oh, it's a very nice thing.
And so I'm now like, oh, I really love this. So I hopefully I'm not keeping score anymore.
No, I don't even know. I think
slide back into it.
I think what it is well, it's easy to do early in a relationship.
Yes,
Real easy to do.
Yes, exactly.
And it's easy to do at a point in a relationship where maybe things just aren't as exciting as the new part of the relationship would be. Mm-hmm. You know, it's easy to fall into that trap. I really genuinely believe that because you have put your parents' relationship on a pedestal, that you get caught going, why can't he add up to what I know that
Yeah.
my dad or my mom added up to each other with that. But that's not the case.
But I still think that can exist. And that's where I'm like, I don't want to let that dream die.
Well, no, you don't. But you have to stop literally going, well, we're going to use the ticket system here of, you get a check mark on the plus side and a minus over here. I think that.
Well, where he wins, I think, and this is where the ticket system can go away, the keeping tally is he makes me feel at ease. So then I'm like, okay, there might be something else that, I don't know, that it's not his strength is the nicest way to say it.
Right.
And so then that's where I'm going to stop keeping tally.
That's what you got to do. Because everybody's different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gail and
by
Mark
the way,
just happen to work for each other.
Yes. And by the way, my mom and dad's relationship is much different than the relationship that I am in. And I'm glad for that. But I think.
Well, it's
now
not
this
the
is pretty
exact
new.
things that you do. It's the mental place that we put it. We've painted this picture.
Right. But I think that it is a great relationship as far as like the foundational feelings, the feeling safe, the having fun, the connecting, communicating. I think that a lot of the foundational things that I've always looked up to and looked for are there here.
Yep.
And that's great.
Well, there you go. And now that I have complete anxiety because I'm out of time to use my $25 gift certificate.
Okay. Okay.
And that lawnmower battery.
And this was going to be like a quick podcast so Scott could go to Wegmans. By the way, can they endorse us? I mean, the amount of time we said their name.
My God, right?
Okay,
I'm
always begging for that.
It's a staple in this part of the country. They're just, you can't get away from it.
I know.
But
all right, well, enjoy your shopping trip.
Oh, it's gonna be quick now. I gotta run.
Next week, what will I be wearing?
Yes, we're gonna find out, and Zach gets to pick it.
Bye.
Well, that was fun. Wasn't that fun? That was fun. Do us a favor, will you? Subscribe. Share the Scott and Alley Not for Air podcast. Touch our buttons. We know you want to.